Alright, my people, how y'all doing? Been a whole 24 hours probably since I've been on here. As you see, I'm in my all black because I had to do what I had to do to support my family. Not, I ain't going back to that street shit. Fuck all that. Anyways, check it out, man. This video here today is, um, as you can see, the title is Gay Disney Worker Rips Company Over Florida Bill Stance. Because Disney had no motherfucking business being in a bill that had no words of gay in it. And the bill is supposedly only 8 pages long. You see the propaganda that they push out here, yo? And what this boy, not this boy, but this man right here, Tyler's finna say, hit the nail on the coffin. Because this is what they do. Just like Black Lives Matter and any other group that temporarily come upon to cause chaos in America. Chaos in America. Black Lives Matter wasn't nothing but a chaos in America. They was hoping to get a stop of the election in 2016 with Black Lives Matter. Didn't work. Allegedly. And I said 2016. I ain't talking about 20. Leave me the fuck alone, YouTube. I know how biased y'all is, but you say you don't want bias. It's in y'all, what you call, YouTube guideline, whatever. Not being biased. Then you say on there, because I'm literally trying to read the shit. I'm reading it all, right? And I see something about disinformation. So anybody talk about such and such is disinformation. But you telling me people putting up videos saying that don't say gay bill. That's what they was naming it. They was calling it don't say gay bill. You had people literally believing this fact, believing those things, and it ain't fact. Believing it that's what the bill said. In YouTube. You said don't do misinformation, bro. That was misinformation, yo. Literally. And I'm going to let this old boy Big Dog speak, who I didn't really know outside of the Gutfield show. You know what I mean? I didn't really know him outside of that because I watched the Gutfield show because just like the Hodge twins, he made fun, a light of the real shit that's going on. But it's real. You know what I'm saying? But he made fun of it, like the Hodge twins. You know what I'm saying? And I like his character too. He be on there too because he's a real woken person. Not this woke, liberal woke. Not that BS. He ain't on that. They ain't on this. This is why I watch certain things. I mean, I ain't no... I like Fox, don't get me wrong. But it's some things that they can say more. You know what I mean? They can say a lot more. It's that... They got, you know what I mean? They got to walk on eggshells because owners and producers don't want them to speak about certain things, which is BS. It's BS. Fox need to do more. I got to say that. But regardless of the fact, even though Gutfield say everything, I guess he ain't got no lid on him. They ain't got a lid on him or him because when he on the show too, he say what he want to say. But anyways, we're going to hear what he got to say. Then we're going to hear what Laura Trump had to say because what Laura Trump has to say is exactly what I said 2 or 3 days ago when that bill, not when the bill was passed, but when they was kept pushing and saying that it was a don't say gay bill, and what she gonna say is basically head on what I said. But I do not, my opinions do not reflect their opinions. They just coincide. So this is my reaction. Pay attention because it's real out here, man. They trying to misdirect you, make you focus on something else while everything else has been done in the shadows to America. They not going to speak on that. I'm saying this. That's my point of view. YouTube. So don't be biased and don't say I'm putting out misinformation because I'm not. But the don't say gay bill and you let it spread all through YouTube was disinformation. When it's liberals doing disinformation, y'all okay. Because when they doing it, it's literally disinformation. But when we do it, and we got facts behind ours, y'all call it misinformation or disinformation. That's what y'all do. I hate to say that to y'all, man, but y'all got to get off the woke bus too, man, and start letting facts come out. Yeah, I'm saying it. And it's true. You said something about a bias thing. That shit irritated me when I was reading that. Because y'all biased. Period. Anyways, back to the goddamn on video, and let me play this quick because I'm trying not to go too long, and I already went 5 minutes in. So to anybody watching this video, just skip right along to what you want to see. Anyway, let's get it going.
The bill does not mention gay once. Yet
not
we
even
see
no, not once.
But
not
Tyrus, we've got the media, we've got the left. They're calling it the "Don't Say Gay" bill. How did that happen?
Well, as an actor, I happen to know that we read scripts, and a lot of them are really long, thousands of hundreds of pages sometimes.
I didn't know he was an actor.
This was like 6 to 7 pages long, so try reading it before you go against it. But again, this goes back to what I've been saying, and I have to recorrect myself. I used to say this was 10% of 10% on Twitter, but this is literally 10% of 10% of 10%. The woke don't really represent any particular group. It's all about individual achievement and virtue signaling for the individuals who do it. They're not interested in helping the greater good. It's about themselves. We saw this with Black Lives Matter. A few individuals who claimed they were fighting for us made a lot of money, bought a lot of homes, and got in trouble with the IRS, but yet never helped the victims of the people in trouble. That's what the woke is. That's why they get bored and they move on. They're just a big bully at school.
I gotta stop that part. When they said that about the Black Lives Matter, they never helped the victims. They was supposedly protesting against and with whatever. And they never helped not one of them victims really. You even had some of the Black Lives Matter victim families come out and say they didn't receive a dime from this. And Black Lives Matter received millions. From what word is, George Soros put up about, I want to say, 10, 20 million to start this group. I want to say, this is allegedly, and these are my opinions, it's some things I read on. And supposedly from the time that group started, it pushed out about $1 billion in donations. And of course, George Soros got his money. And guess what? It dwindled down, however you want to say it, to the people who was so-called ahead of the Black Lives Matter movement. Like I said, I never believed in the Black Lives Matter movement because they never did anything in the hood to stop blacks from killing blacks. But when the police kill a black, they want to be all up front stage. I don't care what nobody say about this. Black Lives Matters mean Black Lives Matter. That means when a brother killed a brother, you should be there, especially in Chicago. But you motherfuckers were scared to go to Chicago or any goddamn ghetto area and protest against that because you had that fear of being shot. I hate to say it, but you did. Regardless of the fact, though, if it was so many of y'all could have went and stopped a lot of killings if you really wanted to. But your whole propaganda was all about the money and causing chaos and destroying billions and billions of dollars in property, which I feel like all the money y'all made, or millions and millions of dollars of property, all the money y'all made, you should be sued for by them cities and other countries for their people, for their cities being destroyed because of y'all false agenda. You dig? And then I can't say for the liberal states, F those, but the red states or the states that was against this mess of destroying property, you should be sued, and all the money that you made and houses that you bought should be taken away and paid back in the debt that you owe from the lawsuit. Back to it.
And when you stand up to them, they just find somebody else to pick on. And so that's basically what this is, again, because a lot of my gay friends, especially men, one of the most proudest things is that they are a proud gay man. That is the point. They're not something else. They are still a man. So when you hear them attack, when they say boys and girls and things like that, has nothing to do with it. And 99% of for this individual who stepped up and said they don't represent me, they don't represent any of you. And that's the point.
Well, it seems like, I mean, progressives have their finger on what's going on Twitter with all these woke people like keyboard warriors, but not parents. You know, Laura, I want to read you some of these quotes from parents who are slamming Disney over this. This is an Oklahoma mother. She says this. She says, clearly the executives at Disney live in some kind of bubble and don't know everyday moms and dads like us. And then a New Jersey-based wife, sister, and aunt, they said this. They've tarnished their brand.
Exactly.
Another parent, Ohio-based parent, and a grandparent says this. It is time to void your household of all things Disney. Laura, literally.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say a couple days ago, too. Boycott Disney's. Any conservatives, any real liberals, anybody that know what the Disney franchise that have done or is trying to do, being with this woke agenda, putting all the gay BCs on TV in front of your kids, and then lying about this motherfucking bill saying that it was a don't say gay bill. Come on, bruh. That lady just hit the nail on the coffin because that's exactly what I said a few days ago. boycott Disney because they don't deserve nobody's money but the people who agree with them. You know what I mean? That's it. Let them lose some money and watch they change their whole act. And then let them lose some money on the TV thing. They gotta lose money in that area because their propaganda of their 666, the Disney, the which other letter is that in their name. If you look at their name, I mean, don't quote me on it, but you go look at the name and just see the way they spell it, and you'll see the sixes in it. Tells you a lot about a company and what they represent. Nothing about them is godly. They have no God. Oh, actually, their God is the devil. In my eyes, allegedly. In my opinion, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. I ain't saying they represent the devil, but everything that they bringing out is devilish like. I'm not saying not about the gay people. I'm just saying interfering with certain things and saying it is what it ain't. Disinformation, bias. All right.
All this bill does is
Laura Trump finna say everything I said a couple days ago on my other video. Go back and watch it if you want. But she finna say everything.
Says to school employees, don't instruct on, sexual orientation and gender identity for kids under 8.
Exactly.
Why would progressives oppose that?
Exactly. Why? But go ahead, Laura.
Who would oppose that? Who in their right mind thinks we should be talking to any child about sexuality, about sex? I mean, gosh, kids just grow up quick enough as it is. We really want to accelerate that. It is absolutely mind-boggling. But I imagine that Walt Disney is turning over in his grave right now.
I'm pretty sure he is.
How absurd this stance is that Disney took. They didn't need to take a stance at all. They didn't need to get involved in this at all. When corporations and companies do this, it is always the wrong move. It always hurts them. It always makes people dislike them because you have to remember that half the country, and I would say far more than half the country at this point, disagrees with whatever stance you're putting out there. It's just really insane because you think about Disney as the place as a parent that you can turn to for wholesome entertainment, where you're allowed to go escape these sort of things with your kids. And that is no more. People have very clearly seen that does not exist. There is an agenda. Maybe there's been an agenda all along that we didn't really know about. But I'll tell you one thing. I have never taken my kids to Disney. Fortunately, they are young enough that they're not yet interested. So maybe we got out of this whole deal scot-free.
There you
I
go.
never have to take them to Disney.
Exactly. Homeschooling.
You saved a lot of money.
They're going to miss that mom and dad money.
Oh, yeah. They're going to miss that money big time. But when boy Tyrus hit it nail on the coffin, I said this too when I said about boycotting. Hit them where it hurt. Their pockets. They're going to hate the fact that ain't nobody coming. And the people that's coming that agree with them, it's little to few. What they going to get about maybe 1,000, 2,000 people a day during the summer that goes there? Maybe. I'm pretty sure they was getting about 20, 30,000 a day, if not more. They finna see some hits right now, watch. And then they gonna come out and apologize. And then we still don't go to them. We still don't watch them until they fucking take all that BS off the TV too. Because if I sit my kid in front of a TV, I don't expect them to sit there and watch somebody telling my kid it's okay to be this or do that and do this and that and the other. Grooming my kids through the TV. Come on, man. So yeah, Disney don't get played. Disney really ain't got played in my house anyway since I started seeing the woke BS. They really didn't get played in my house that much anyways. My kids didn't really watch that shit because I wasn't about it. If they watch it on their phones. You dig? That's true. On the real. When I seen silly like that, man, I was cutting that mess off. On the real. So regardless, hit them in the pockets, make them feel it, and make them change their whole direction of that CEO throwing subliminal messages through the TV at our kids. Yeah, I saw that video too.
Todd, first of all,
really
I saw your reaction to my controversial statement about Disney, so we'll get to that. But first, they're messing with someone in Governor Ron DeSantis who really isn't backing down from this fight with Disney. He's called into question this special self-governing status that Disney has in the state of Florida. They've had it for 55 years under state law. He said, you know what, maybe they shouldn't have this special self-governing status. There's also been state representatives who have said as much as well. Should they repeal it? Should they get rid of it?
Yep. Get rid of it.
I mean, it's a total boss move by DeSantis, and I think it's a great
Boss
play. Whether or not
move.
it'll actually come to fruition is unclear. But it's a key move because DeSantis knows he has the people on his side. To Tyrus's point, this is a very, very small subset of employees that Disney is trying to placate. To Lara's point, think about the people that are not going to go to Disney World because of this. It's the mom and dad and 2.5 kids who are no longer going to spend a week at Disney properties, going to the parks, buying the food. Yet they're appealing to, again, that person on Twitter who may go there once every couple years to get some selfies with their friends to put on Instagram. It is a horrible business move. And to focus on the hypocrisy of it all. Where are these employees? Are they not fired up that Disney is trying to do business in about a dozen countries that prohibit homosexuality? And if you're really for gay rights, it seems like that's a great area to start.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's a great point.
I didn't know that. So see, Disney here in America causing bullshit chaoses or BS shit to happen around here. But they trying to get in countries where gay rights is not allowed. Ain't no gays in them countries. But they fighting to get in them countries. Why? Wait, them countries better watch out. Because that's what they fighting for. But then again, they couldn't push that away and get away with that in them countries. And not be stationed there. I swear the Muslims would run up in the station board and tear somebody's heads off. And we'll be watching people's heads get cut off on TV, and that's not good either. So I'm against the violence part of it too. So Disney need not to be trying to pull a wool over the people's eyes here as they try to work to get in countries that don't even allow gay things to go on. Think about it. To all you woke people. All right.
I mean, it's all BS, right? We all know this. They're maybe the only ones that don't, or they do and they just don't care. But I'm just not going to Disney because I'm cheap. I don't have kids yet.
I don't fit the ride.
The prices at Disney have skyrocketed.
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, I don't fit in the ride, so I never go.
You are very a large, strong man.
He's
so
a large
I just
man.
didn't think of 6'8", 340 pounds when they built it. Apparently,
that'll
everyone
do
has
it.
to be like Tinkerbell. So
that'll do it.
It's no longer a small world after all when Tyrus hops in the boat.
Not with Tyrus. It's a big
crowded.
world.
Hey, Sean Hannity.
All right, yo. Now that's what I'm saying, man. I said, like, young people fighting bad polling numbers. Oh, man. Anyway, I might probably go to that next, too. Look like something I could talk about there. But anyway, that's the video. I just wanted to show the fact, the things that they hit the nail on the coffin, man. Disney has no business in basically, like, to me, the private sector area and getting into certain groups or whatever you want to call that, and being biased towards certain things, whatever. Just like YouTube, bias. Don't care what nobody say. That's bias. When you let them promote and say the Don't Say Gay bill, that's disinformation. When the bill don't even have the word gay in it. Think about that, YouTube. You're bogus. I don't care what you say. You're bogus. You gonna give me a strike for that? That's facts. You said you don't like this information on here. Don't specify it towards one event. Specify it around across the board. Oh yeah, I'm pissed about that shit, man. I get a strike on my thing because you took my video down, but it was in my library. It was still on YouTube, but it was in my library. I guess y'all must have took it down so nobody can see it, which I thought that could nobody see it. I never took it out the library. I just left it there. You did? And then I guess they say y'all can go through the libraries of people and see that video is still there, and then I get a strike for the same video you gave me a warning for that you took down? Fuck y'all, man. Give a fuck. Like I'm making something from you motherfuckers, nigga. Fuck y'all think this is.
Here, hey, click here.
I'm out, man. Anyways, that was my thing on this on the video, and everything they basically said is basically how I feel about the situation too. Though our opinions are not the same, or mine does not reflect theirs, mine are mine and theirs are theirs, but they coincide. I guess that's it. I don't went too long anyways. Another 19-minute video, 20-minute video. Good day. Good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. If you watch the video, watch the video and see some of the things I'm talking about, like the Black Lives Matter. I know this at the end of the video you probably never get to, but regardless of the fact, I try to open up some people's eyes that wants to have their eyes open. Those that don't, go ahead and leave a negative comment. Let me know why. Peace out. I'm out.